So we're gonna actually do a great flow today that's including the 36-inch foam roller and the Align domes, a quick flow just to really work with our hips. Because as we know, the hips don't lie. We hold a lot of tension and trauma in our hips and emotions. So we wanna keep that fascia flowing and hydrated to keep our bodies healthy and supple. All right, so we're gonna start with the domes first. So you can just move the roller to the side. I love doing the domes first because it gets into the tissue. It's like acupressure or acupuncture. It really helps bring in that circulation and blood flow. So we're gonna start with the inner arches of the feet, or the inner ankles actually, because we wanna get into this medial line. This is gonna help open up the hip area as well. So you're gonna point and flex a few times here. Of course, breathe. And really think about creating space and bringing in that circulation and blood flow. So our fascia is this amazing second skin that lays underneath our skin and above our muscles. This is the superficial fascia. This is what we're activating and what we're actually addressing when we work with the tissue and the rolling tools. Breathing and mobilizing. And as you apply pressure to your fascia, when you release the pressure, you're actually allowing all that beautiful blood flow, lymph, white blood cells, and circulation, and even chi coming through the system. 2 and 1. And then we'll work our way up the inner thigh as well. So you're right above the knee, and you're just gonna come forward. And this helps unwind some of those hip rotations where we get stuck and kind of congested in the hip area. Breathing into it, bringing that hydration in. Think of that dried up sponge, and you're just putting water in that sponge, making it supple and fluid. And your fascia is very malleable, remember that. So it loves to be touched and it loves to be wrung out, because when you wring it out, it gives you space to bring in all that good juice. So you're basically bringing juice back into your system. Okay, keeping on the same leg, I'm just gonna come this way to show you guys. Okay, and we're gonna do the hip here. So lovely figure 4. Oh, look at that. You can see all those little dots there, and that's actually great. That's gonna bring in all that blood flow. We wanna see those little points. Okay, so just a little side to side here, focusing on your breath, and then come up a little higher on the back of the hip, and even the lower back too. Hip tension can really play a big part in lower back tension as well. And sometimes we overuse our hips and then we don't actually feel connected to our core. So many reasons to connect and open and bring that circulation and blood flow to the hip. And then we're gonna come to the back of the hip. Shoulders are back, chest is open, rock a little side to side. You can really feel your nervous system and your sensory organ, as fascia is called the sensory organ in science. You can feel yourself starting to relax and unwind. Good, and then we'll take this leg long, come down onto the forearm, bring the other leg in front, and you want to put it right on the side of that hip. Okay, and we're going to bring the leg forward and back, breathing deep. And then bend the knee and extend. This is a great thing to do before you do a really deep workout, or if you're going for a walk or a hike, or you're going to do a dance class or even a yoga class. And then we're going to come down, bringing the dome a little higher and the knee down, and then you can just take a nice stretch here. So stretching the front of the quad and hip, and then we'll roll a little side to side. Inhale and exhale. So good. Okay, let's do the other side. Okay, we're gonna go on the inner ankle here. And you're just gonna circle or point and flex, whatever feels better for you. You might feel more tension on one side. That's totally normal, but really focus on that area. You can even go forward and back if that feels helpful as well. We have a lot of stagnant energy in the ankles, which can actually go all the way up to the hips. Okay, inner calf area here, coming up through this medial line, making space, making your body more dynamic, less congested, more connected. Okay, and then coming up right above the knee, and then you can go forward and back. Don't be shy. Use your other hand to push down. You want to apply that pressure. You'll start to feel it kind of unwinding your hip area, your lower back area. Breathe into it. Move your body kind of somatically. That's a powerful thing too with the hips. And bring it up to the inner thighs. And breathe. 3 and 2 and 1, and then come all the way up to that, right where the inner thigh attaches, close to the pubic bone, and find your little sweet spot and use your top hand to push down and get in there. Beautiful. And then we're going to come to the hip for figure 4. Okay, crossing the leg in front and find where your sciatic nerve would be. And you're just going to rock a little side to side, letting those spikes really penetrate into your tissue to make room in there so all that new fresh oxygenated blood can come through, and also so your lymph system can flush the toxins out of your body. Remember that garbage disposal. The lymph system needs some support from us every day, so movement is the key to that. Rocking side to side. Okay, and then coming this way, so you're facing a little bit more forward. And then come up and rock side to side. Take a minute, breathe deep. Opening up, mobilizing all of this tissue so that you can connect to your core. Awesome. And then go ahead and extend. Bring the leg in front. Come down onto the forearm. Find that TFL, tensor fascia lata, that's that hip rotator, and then you can go forward and back. Breathe. Might be a little tender at first, but that's normal. You want it to hurt so good. Doesn't need to hurt bad. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. And then bend and reach back. Okay, hold it there. You can rock a little. Side to side, focusing on the hip area. Beautiful. And then come up. Now we'll move the domes to the side and we'll get the roller. All right, so now we're gonna do the nice roller steam roll after we've just kind of penetrated the tissue, brought in all of that circulation. Now we're gonna roll it out like a rolling pin, okay? So we're rolling away the toxins, the emotional energy, rolling up to the pubic bone. Inhale, thinking of your posture, using those arms and lat muscles. 3 and 2 and 1. And then turn over on the side and making that space. You're going to bring the top leg in front, hand behind the head. Rolling not on the IT band, but the TFL here. So you don't need to go down. Stay up and go forward and back. A few times here, breathe, make space. Last one. Beautiful. Then we'll do the psoas roll. So knee out to the side, right leg long, and you're gonna roll. So you wanna be on your forearm on the right arm, twisting to the left, exposing the psoas a little bit more. And then come up, bend the knee, and extend, and roll down. Give yourself a nice little twist here. Wringing out those organs. Beautiful. Okay, then let's do the other side. So we're gonna go TFL, cross the leg in front, and roll a few times there, just smooth it out. Take that rolling pin on the dough, iron out the kinks, and then forward and back. Just a few here. Circulation, blood flow, lubrication in the hip joints. Beautiful. And then psoas roll. So you're still on that forearm, you're twisted. Deepen the breath, think of your posture. Think of your lat connection here. Excellent. Last one. Woo, beautiful. Can't forget the psoas when we're working with those hips. Okay, we'll do a little cat, extending, sits bones way up, hips to the right, hips to the left. Roll it back up. And then come down, lay on your back. Last thing here. Okay, you're gonna lay all the way down. Hips are on the roller. And you're just gonna knees rock one way and the other way. So you're smoothing out that density in the sacral area. A lot of times we grip our sacrum and then our hip flexors grip as well. So we want to free up the sacrum and the SI joints and all the tissue around there so that our hips can relax as well. Okay, bring your right knee in, your left leg long. Open the front of the hip, breathe in. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, keep that foot down on the mat and pull the knee out to the side as you use your other hand to push down into the front of the hip. So we're getting this nice hip extension here, really important to get that extension in the hip because a lot of us sit too much and so our legs are forward all the time. Okay, last side, extend. Really feel long through that hip flexor and through the heel. Draw the knee in, big inhale. Exhale. The fascia of the hips loves to be elongated. So you're bringing in that blood flow and then you're creating the space by actually elongating the muscle. So use your hand. Don't be shy with your hands here. Do a little self body work. Last one. Feel that openness. Good. And just rock a little side to side. Feel that openness. Excellent. And then come all the way up. And that is it, you guys. Thanks for doing the hip fascia flow with me. I hope you enjoyed that, and I really hope you enjoy these domes and your roller. See you soon.